Hello and welcome. Today I want to talk to you about cultivating your conscience. First of all, what is your conscience? Some people believe it is God communicating to them, or Mother Nature, or the universe. Whatever your perception, most people agree that it is the inspirational thoughts and ideas. We need to make sure that we are cultivating helpful inspirational thoughts. They should be good thoughts that improve our life. We don't want to listen to unhelpful thoughts, such as thoughts on self-harm, etc. We need to dispose of them immediately and just cultivate inspirational ideas. So how can we do this? Inspiration often comes from left field. We're not even thinking about that line of thought, and an idea will just pop into our mind unexpected. We can ponder on our inspiration by tuning into our gut response. Do we feel hollow and cold, or warm and comfortable inside? We can experiment with making decisions around our thinking. For example, one time I had decided I wanted to attend my son's school assembly, but a few weeks beforehand I was asked to do some casual work on that day. I needed the money and so had accepted the work. A week before the assembly, I was driving along and the thought popped into my head to cancel the casual work and attend the assembly. I wasn't sure about how I felt about this, so I decided to experiment with it. I made the opposite decision, telling myself that I would do the casual work, and then I tuned into my gut. I felt cold and empty. After a minute of feeling, I then changed my mind and decided that I would ring and cancel the casual work and attend the assembly. Once again, I tuned into my gut, just to see how I felt. Instantly, I could tell the difference. I felt warm and comfortable, and I knew from my gut that was my answer. So that's what I did. We can also know we are receiving inspiration when, after we have made a decision on something, the thought comes to do something else. We know that we would have continued with our decision, and so the alternative idea has come from elsewhere. This happened to me recently, when I had decided I'd had enough shopping for second-hand books and it was time to go home. On my way home, I had the thought to try one more bookshop. I knew it was inspiration, as I had decided to go straight home. When I went to the bookshop, there were some of the books that I was looking for. It's important to take our inspiration seriously and listen and act on it. As we do this, we are cultivating and encouraging these helpful and life-enhancing ideas. So how else can we cultivate this conversation? Well, we can ask the universe questions. We can ask questions to help us in our lives. Questions to do with problems or decisions we are trying to make. Even questions such as, how can I be a better wife, husband, mother, father, son or daughter? Questions such as, how can I get better work outcomes? We need to ask questions of truth. We can't ask, for example, what the lotto numbers will be for the week. An example of this is I teach a lesson each week for an hour, and a month ago I asked myself what I could do to improve my lessons. I sat and listened for a minute, and almost instantly I had the thought, talk less. I knew that my new goal was to initiate more discussion and do less speaking. So how about you think of a question that you would like to know the answer to, and try it now. Take a minute and sit and think while you ponder your question. Press pause and have a go right now to see how it works. How did you go? Did a thought come to mind? If it didn't, don't worry. Sometimes thoughts will come later, and like anything, it takes practice to learn a new skill. So just keep trying. There are 3 keys to help cultivate your conscience. 1 is to make a commitment to listen and act on the helpful inspirational thoughts before they even come. If you'll make this commitment first, then you'll be more likely to receive them. Number 2 is have the courage to follow through. Sometimes the inspiration is challenging, but have the courage to trust in yourself and your ideas. Decide and expect to follow through with your thinking. Number 3 is to live an authentic life. Be honest with yourself and others. Have the integrity to do what you say you will do. Be true to yourself and don't worry about what others will think of you. Love, honour and trust yourself. I'm grateful for the gift of conscience that inspires me and helps me to live a fruitful and fulfilling life. I'm thankful for the lessons it has taught me and the opportunities to grow and live my divine purpose. So cultivate your conscience and you too will find a whole new world open up that will be exciting and rewarding. Thanks for listening. If you have any questions, just leave them in the comment box and I'll get back to you. This is Lisa Wheeler. See you next time.